You know, we said it last night, The Undertaker better than ever. That man truly proving he is absolutely timeless in the WWE. In a rough week for Drew McIntyre.
Without question, you look back to what happened last week as well. Shane and Drew looking for an opponent or a teammate for Roman Reigns and set him up with Gary Garba. How'd that work out?
GOAT, a janitor or so we thought. It ended up being Cedric Alexander. Well, a little bit earlier today, some of the superstars had some fun with Drew McIntyre back in the locker room.
Having a great time, having a laugh, having a joke. I see a few jokes in front of me, and it's the leader of the gang right here. What's up, Cedric? Laughing about last week? Tried to pull a fast one on me and Shane with that mask? Is that what you're laughing about?
Drew, when it comes to season opportunities and challenging competition, I don't joke.
Well, guys, isn't that just inspirational? I told you last week, when I was finished with my business, I was coming for you for sticking your nose in mine. The time has come. I don't plan to just hurt you. I'm planning to disembowel you, to dismember you. I'm not joking, buddy. That's illegal. But I'll tell you what, I am gonna humble you. Look at me. I'm going to completely eviscerate you tonight.
Well, Drew, I've been told numerous times that I'm very humble, but tonight, the joke will be on you.
Well, here's someone that will not be pleased with that WWEshop.com commercial featuring Roman Reigns, who has been a thorn in the side of Drew McIntyre. To be fair, Michael Cole, have you ever known Drew McIntyre to be pleased with anything?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing 265 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
Well, I think Drew was embarrassed a bit last week. We're going to show you just a little bit about what we're talking about with this Cedric Alexander posing as this janitor who shocked the world. But nonetheless, we mentioned it before, Corey, it's been a rough week for Drew McIntyre.
Oh, considering what went down last night at Extreme Rules, McIntyre coming up short in his battle against Roman Reigns and The Undertaker. Drew McIntyre is always dangerous, but tonight, maybe more so than ever. This does not bode well for Cedric Alexander.
When the threat is made directly to your face that Drew McIntyre...
From Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 205 pounds, Cedric Alexander!
So this was last week on Raw. Shane McMahon, Drew McIntyre picking a partner for Roman Reigns. Who is that partner? He thought he was a janitor. Named
Custodian, Cole.
Custodian, same thing. Named Gary the Goat Garba. But Gary the Goat really did look like the greatest of all time.
Just flying.
Incredible athleticism worth a lot more than the $5,000 the Custodian received.
And it was Cedric Alexander who shocked Shane and Drew last week, hence the reason we have this match tonight.
I'm questioning Cedric's mindset and why he would willingly get on the bad side of the best in the world, Shane McMahon, and this man, Drew McIntyre, a truly calculated gladiator. McIntyre assesses the situation and destroys everything in his path, and Cedric Alexander is unfortunately in Drew's path.
Drew said he's going to completely eviscerate Cedric Alexander, and
he's well on his way.
Game on.
And McIntyre sends Alexander, a former cruiserweight champion, across the ring. Cedric, great move. Kick to the side of the face of McIntyre, who's down and stunned.
If Cedric wants to land himself on the map, here's your opportunity.
Over the top rope and takes out McIntyre.
Go after one of the biggest stars in all of WWE.
I think Cedric realizes what's at stake here, the opportunity at hand. If somehow,
cruiserweight champion across the ring. Cedric, great move. Kick to the side of the face of McIntyre, who's down and...
Certainly start off the age of Alexander on a good foot on Monday Night Raw.
Alexander, top rope, going to launch himself. McIntyre ducks underneath. Alexander rolls through, and Drew looking for the belly-to-belly throw right into the corner. The power of McIntyre.
Cedric was doing his best to stick and move to avoid the clutches of Drew McIntyre. In Drew's path.
Drew said he's going to completely eviscerate.
Drew possesses that otherworldly power. Almost put his fist through the chest of Drew with that chop.
Drew's body's just so big, he takes up so much space in the ring. There's no way.
Whoa, what a throw again by McIntyre. And McIntyre absolutely dominating Alexander. Throwing him across the ring again. McIntyre cover. Hooks the leg on Alexander, who kicks out at 2.
Cedric Alexander's such an incredible athlete, but look at this specimen of Drew McIntyre on another level.
Just throwing Alexander around the ring.
McIntyre withstood the early onslaught from
dominating
Cedric Alexander, but right now just overwhelming Cedric.
Again.
There's no shame in that, Cedric. I mean, it was a dumb decision to get on McIntyre's bad side.
Well, Cedric is uber competitive.
It's also smart to team up with somebody like the big dog Roman Reigns when the opportunity comes up.
And listen, Cedric hasn't done much since his arrival on the scene on Monday Night Raw. Hasn't been given any opportunities, and he figured last week, what a great opportunity.
Cedric very wisely delivering knees, an elbow explosion right on the jaw of Drew. Can Cedric capitalize?
And here's McIntyre now into the corner. Lands on his feet on the apron.
Whoa, whoa.
A man of this size soaring through the
Kick by Alexander, and McIntyre stunned.
I don't think Drew expected that in the least. Great athleticism. Take one more look at the height Cedric achieves before delivering this impactful dropkick. We used to say in the cruiserweight days, Cedric has hydraulics in his legs and dynamite in his fists. McIntyre finding out firsthand.
And McIntyre again has not been right since the dropkick.
And look at the height Cedric achieves before delivering this impactful drop. Look at these rapid-fire right hands raining down on Cedric.
Well, the official trying to separate McIntyre on this all-out assault of
Drew's looking to finish Cedric now.
Alexander.
I think Cedric's storybook's going to come to an end right here.
At this point,
inverted Alabama slam.
Cedric rolls through. Shoulders down now, hooks the leg on McIntyre. Alexander got it. What an upset.
Here's your winner, Cedric Alexander.
And what did we just witness?
Massive upset by Cedric Alexander tonight.
Somehow, maybe it's divine intervention. Maybe the stars have aligned just perfectly. But Cedric Alexander just stunned Drew McIntyre and the entire WWE Universe.
Cedric Alexander has just planted his flag.
What did Cedric Alexander say earlier tonight? The joke will be on you, Drew McIntyre. I don't joke. Alexander with perhaps the biggest win of his career here in WWE. We know last night at Extreme Rules, a number of championships on the line, including the inverted
Alabama slam.
Cedric rolls through.